Fans are worried after Chrisean Rock popped out with her almost 2-year-old son, Chrisean Jesus Porter, who still can't walk, talk, or hold his head up.
The internet sounding the alarm again, and this time it's way louder because Chrisean Rock just popped out in public with her son, Chrisean Jesus Malone Jr., and folks are seriously worried. The baby's almost 2 now, but what people saw had jaws dropping. No steps, no words, can't even hold up his own head or track simple movement with his eyes. It wasn't just a moment, it was a full-blown shockwave. And if you've been peeping the comments, then you know this ain't the first time fans been side-eyeing the situation. The whispers started early, but now they've turned into full-on shouts. Let's rewind for a second. This didn't just come out of nowhere. The concern really took off when Chrisean first posted her baby online. He was just 4 months old. She was emotional in that clip, eyes full of tears, cradling him like the most precious thing in her life. She said motherhood changed her. She called it beautiful, magical even, and said her baby was already smart, strong, and full of brilliance.
You feel me? Because obviously he outside, he not happy. I'm outside and not happy. So that was the whole, process of okay. I'm sorry. Why your feelings be hurt like that? Okay. You have me crying.
But here's the thing, viewers didn't see what she saw. In fact, some were confused, even heartbroken. They didn't see a baby hitting milestones. They saw something different. And now, with this latest public appearance, the internet's blowing up all over again. The chat is getting louder by the second, and people are demanding answers. The internet wasted no time pointing it out. Junior's head was flopping, his eyes weren't tracking anything, and that high-pitched screech, it didn't sound like a baby at all, more like a cat in distress than a toddler about to hit 2. And people were quick to speak up. Parents, nurses, even folks who've raised kids of their own dropped into the comments with serious concern. One comment straight up said, Chrisean is in denial. Junior ain't hitting any milestones. At 4 months, he should have been lifting his chest on his belly, following movement and making cooing sounds. Instead, she was out here bragging that her baby recognized her weed scent. Yeah, weed. That one statement had people stunned.
I want to put up $5,000 that Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, I'm calling. I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby. Baby gonna be dumb in the. They not gonna have a healthy baby. I got on it right now. I got $2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. I who want to bet? If it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be artistic. Or if it ain't be artistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
And then came the meowing, literally. Not a cry, not a whimper, just wild screeching noises that didn't sound like they came from a child. That eerie cry had people worried about way deeper stuff. Some started whispering about possible neurological problems, developmental delays, or even fetal alcohol syndrome. Others wondered if there's something she hasn't revealed about his condition. But of course, Chrisean's loyal fans pulled up to fight back. They called the internet cold-hearted, clueless, and too quick to judge. They said every child grows at their own speed, and that if something was off, it could be genetic, not caused by anything she did while pregnant. Still, the internet's not buying it. The conversation's only getting hotter. Some fans clapped back hard, saying people online were just playing doctor without a license. But here's where it really starts getting messy. Because Chrisean's pregnancy, it wasn't just dramatic, it was downright dangerous.
Walking, playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he looked like and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this, bro. You know why? Because all the glory to God, bro. Like, they're gonna be looking real stupid.
She didn't stop partying, didn't stop fighting, didn't stop smoking, didn't stop drinking, and none of it was hidden. She was all over live streams and club fights, wilding out on camera with bottles in her hand like it was a never-ending girls' trip, all while carrying Junior inside her. Like, what? And if you think that's just internet gossip, Blueface himself, the man she says is Junior's daddy, put it all out in the open. In one of his now infamous tweets, he wrote, "My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." He didn't sugarcoat it. He laid it all out, raw and loud. That tweet hit like a grenade. He even said she was puffing on the way to the hospital while in labor. Let that sit for a second. No denying, no filters, just straight up blame. And if you thought things couldn't get worse, they did.
Why did you post the photo of the hernia? Because that blew the internet up.
It was taking too long. It was taking too long.
What was?
The hernia.
For her to get care?
Yeah. Okay. It was taking way too long. I wasn't notified until maybe a week after she had the baby. And then I'm telling her, like, she sent me the picture and I'm looking like, how is this okay for you? Like,
when he posted that, I didn't look at the photo because
let me put my feet up, yo.
You sent him the photo because what? Like, explain.
Because it's his son, y'all. I'm like, he texts my phone about, you doing this, little baby. I'm like, bro, your son is about to go under anesthesia for a big hernia. Can I just at least get a little bit, like, do you care about our son's life right now, bro? Like, this what it looks like. I'm not capping. Can you calm down? I didn't know he was going to post it.
One night, Chrisean jumped on Instagram Live, not to check on her baby, but to flex a massive new tattoo of Blueface's mugshot on her face. She was yelling, clapping back at the haters, doing the most. But in the background, viewers heard something else. Her baby, crying. And not just any cry, it was high-pitched, strained, and gut-wrenching, like something was really wrong. That sound hit different. People watching felt it in their chest. It wasn't just sad, it was disturbing. One mom didn't hold back. She commented, "I've never heard a baby cry like that in my life. It didn't sound like he was sad. It sounded like he was in pain." And what did Chrisean do? Did she pause the live? Did she rush to check on Junior? Did she even flinch at the sound of her baby wailing in the background? Nope. She stayed locked in, arguing about her face tattoo like it was the main event. It was hard to watch. Then out of nowhere, Charleston White's name started trending again. The man's known for saying wild stuff, but months before Junior was even born, he made one of the most disturbing predictions the internet's ever seen.
It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world.
He put $5,000 on the line, betting that Blueface and Chrisean's baby wouldn't make it through childbirth. And if he did, he'd have serious developmental issues. He even threw in an extra $2,000, betting the child would end up autistic. Back then, folks slammed him, called it disgusting, heartless. But now, people are replaying those clips with a whole new perspective. They're saying, maybe he saw something nobody else wanted to admit. Now that Chrisean's showing her baby more in public, the internet's doing what it does best, digging. People have been posting side-by-side pics of Junior next to children with diagnosed fetal alcohol syndrome, and the resemblance, it's chilling. The small head, the wide-set eyes, the flat facial features, the lack of response. Social media is buzzing with medical theories. Add in the no speech, no walking, and no coordination. And it's clear, the questions aren't going away. They're getting louder by the day. No eye contact, no blinking, no reaction. The list of red flags on Junior is growing by the day. Some even believe he might be blind. That blank stare, that frozen look with no eye movement, it's got people seriously concerned. And this ain't just internet speculation. Blueface's own mother, Carissa, went public with her fears in an emotional video. She said, "When I looked into his face, I didn't know if he was looking at me, the air, or nothing at all. It broke my heart."
Okay, so it's been confirmed that Chrisean Jr. is in fact blind in both eyes, and that was confirmed by Clarissa Blueface's mom. And I'm telling you, I had to go back and watch the video to when they was in a restaurant, because that's the first thing my mind went to. They was in a restaurant and Chrisean was trying to like feed him mashed potatoes, and he wasn't like grabbing for the spoon. He wasn't even opening up his mouth, and it makes sense now because he could not see anything. Like, it all makes sense. He wasn't even really blinking. Like, he was just straight staring into the distance. And it's just sad. Like, we all knew like something was wrong. Even though she did confirm some type of syndrome that causes him to like cry like he's a cat. They did confirm that. At least Clarissa confirmed that. I don't remember Chrisean confirming anything like that. But man, I mean, like, my heart really goes out to this little boy, because his mom was definitely smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. And we all seen her on Blueface and Chrisean little TV show. We seen her on the Bad Girls Club. We seen her out in the club.
That's deep. But despite the mounting concern, Chrisean's still brushing it off. In a recent video, she claimed everything's fine, said Junior's walking, playing, and hitting his milestones like any other toddler. But then came a new video, and it told a whole different story. Raw, unedited, and straight from the streets. Junior looked totally out of it, barely moving, not reacting to people around him, just staring into space like he wasn't even there. Let's keep it real. By 2 years old, most kids are saying simple words, pointing at things, showing emotions, and running around with energy. But Junior, still no words, still not walking, still no clear signs of awareness. That's why people are heated. One commenter didn't hold back. "Chrisean really pisses me off. That baby needs help, real help. But to get it, she'd have to admit she messed up during pregnancy, and she ain't ready for that truth." And now we reach one of the most heartbreaking moments of this whole situation, the hernia. Yes, Junior had a visible hernia, painful, dangerous, and according to Blueface, Chrisean didn't act fast. He said she missed doctor appointments, skipped follow-ups, and stalled on surgery. It got so bad, Blueface had to post the hernia online just to force her to do something. Fans were stunned, and honestly, many are saying that was the final straw. Yes, Blueface really did it. He shared a photo of his own son's medical condition online just to shame Chrisean into stepping up as a mother. And that move, it didn't just spark outrage, it ripped open even deeper wounds. When people asked him why he posted it, his answer was cold. "It was taking too long. I wasn't even told about the hernia until a week after he was born. And when I saw the photo, I couldn't believe she was okay with that." Chrisean didn't deny sending the pic, but she said she had no idea he was going to post it. Her response: "Can I just get a little break? Your son's about to go under anesthesia and you're texting me about drama. Like, do you even care about his life?" The back and forth got uglier. Now both of them are throwing shots, accusing each other of being unfit. And caught in the middle, a baby, innocent, helpless, and stuck in a battle he never asked for. Even Blueface's mom, Carissa, had to speak up again. In another emotional video, she broke down what it was like seeing her grandson for the first time in person. "I didn't want to believe it. I thought the internet was dragging it. But when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. He wasn't reaching for the spoon, he wasn't opening his mouth, and now we know why. He couldn't even see. He was blind." That statement hit like a brick. Coming from his grandmother, that shook people to the core. Now here we are. Millions of people watching the same heartbreaking scene unfold. A baby crying in pain, staring into space, not talking, not walking, not hitting any milestones. And through all of it, Chrisean's still standing firm, still insisting that her son is just fine. But the world isn't so sure anymore. Let's be real. Even if we set the blame game aside, forget the face tattoos, the clubs, the chaos, the smoke, and the screaming matches. The facts still scream louder than anything. This child needs real help, medical help, developmental help, professional support from people who know what they're doing. But every time Chrisean downplays it, every time she brushes it off like nothing's wrong, The clock keeps ticking, and the damage just gets deeper. It's not just about his body anymore. It's his future on the line. His ability to thrive, to connect, to even live a normal life. That's what's at stake. By now, we've broken down the whole situation, but it's your turn to speak on it. What do you think? Is Chrisean truly blind to what's going on? Or is Blueface using this whole thing for clout and control? And the real question, who is actually protecting Junior? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're watching. Hit that like if you're here for the truth. Subscribe to stay updated on what's really happening behind the scenes. And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs to see it. This story is far from over. And trust us, the next chapter's coming. See you in the next one.